Hi, hello, I am Louise Grenier with Allergygone with a new short video, and today I would like to talk about the difference between the sympathetic nervous system, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic, which is part of the autonomic nervous system. We call it autonomic nervous system because it's autonomic. It's things that happen in your body without your awareness. Your heart is beating, your digestion is happening, but you don't have to think about it. So that's what we call the autonomic nervous system. And the autonomic nervous system has two branches, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic. The sympathetic nervous system is what you call the fight or flight response. The parasympathetic, it's more about when you totally relax, at rest, when you're doing meditation, praying, or enjoying a quiet hobby. So you have the autonomic nervous system, you have two branches, the fight or flight or sympathetic mode, and the relax, rest one, which is the parasympathetic. Let's look at it here on that graphic. The sympathetic nervous system is about the fight or flight. We're really familiar with that one. The parasympathetic, it's about the opposite, which is about when the state that you are when you meditate, when you pray, when you're feeling love and safe, when you feel content, when you feel blessed. The sympathetic nervous system is engaged when you are in a state of danger. It's always existed. It's all at the subconscious level. You're not aware of it. So everything that's happening in body, organ, all the biochemistry happening, all the change in hormone that is happening at each instant, you're not aware of it. It's happening under the level of your consciousness. It's happening at the level of the subconscious. And good thing, otherwise consciously we cannot go on with our day thinking, oh, I have to breathe it. Oh, I have to breathe. Oh, my heart have to pump here. Oh, I have to digest here. I mean, that's why it's automatic. It's all done under the guidance of the subconscious. When you are in a fight or flight, the energy goes to the body part, organs that you need in order to save yourself from a dangerous situation. So the energy will go to your nervous system so you can take rapid decision very fast. It will go to your muscle to help you to get away from a dangerous situation. And think here about someone working in an office worker, for example, that is sitting in front of a computer screen. It's very safe, you know, it's a building, it's an office, and it's a computer screen. So it's totally safe, but very often people have tendency to be in a state of fight or flight, even though they are safe in their situation. That's what I'm trying to say here, is that the fact that you are in a sympathetic mode or the fight or flight may not have anything to do with your life situation, but everything to do with your state of mind and the way you perceive your situation. So consciously, if you are just sitting in front of a computer, you should be in the state of parasympathetic, which means relaxation. But a lot of people are in a state of sympathetic. And right now, as you're listening me talking here, take a moment and scan your own body to see, are you breathing slowly, deeply? Are your muscles totally relaxed? If that's the case, good for you. You are here and now in a state of parasympathetic. Or are you all tense with your muscle in your shoulder up to your ear and totally stressed and tense while you're listening? That means you are in a state of fight or flight. But you see, you can have two persons listening to the same recording, one in the sympathetic and one in the parasympathetic. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're sitting in front of the computer screen, but everything to do with what's going on in your perception, in your state of mind at this present.
So think about someone that is working in an office and is in a state of fight or flight. So it can be for different reasons. Everybody is different and everybody will have a different reason. Maybe it's work that is stressful and challenging and you're afraid to fail. Maybe it's to keep up with your peer at work. Maybe it's you're working very hard to impress your boss. Maybe you're afraid of losing your job. Maybe as you're working, you're thinking about all the work you have to do when you go back home. It can be different reasons because everybody is different. The point here is that the fact that you are in a sympathetic mode is not because you're in danger. It's because your state of mind. That's why when you arrive in the back of someone that is working in an office and you just touch them, often they will jump because all the muscles are already engaged and the nervous system is at its peak. Because that's what you need if there is a lion running after you, right? You need all the muscle to be engaged and you need your reflex to be really, really fast. The parasympathetic is meditation, prayer, feeling love and safe. And when you are in the parasympathetic mode, this is when the energy, instead of going to the muscle and the nervous system, the energy goes to the digestive system, the reproductive system, urinary system, immune system, all of the body system that you don't need when you are in danger. A lot of people in my practice come because of the digestive issue, being reflux or any autoimmune disease at the digestive tract, inflammation, constipation, diarrhea, food allergy, etc., etc. So the digestive system that goes from your mouth, think about when you put something in your mouth, to the anus when something gets out in a bowel movement. So everything in between is your digestive system. Do you need your digestive system if a lion is running after you? No, you don't. Which means that when you are in a state of fight or flight, your digestive system do not get energy to do a proper work. And that will explain people who are bloated, people who have kind of a feeling of a stone in the stomach after eating. They have all kind of problem with the digestive system. Very often, it's because they pass most of their time in the sympathetic mode. The same thing happens with the reproductive system. Think about this lady that wants to be pregnant, but it's not happening. And very often, I'm sure you heard that's the situation where the lady try really hard to be pregnant and they do all the physical test focusing on the physical body itself, but everything is good. And then finally the couple come to conclusion that they will never be able to become parents. And then they forget about it. It's done. They know it's impossible. So they stop stressing about it. Or they go in Mexico on vacation. And what's happened? Oh, they get pregnant. Why? Because as they did relax, the energy started coming into the reproductive system, allowing a pregnancy. So, and that makes sense because if you are in a state of fight or flight, it will be, and your life is in danger, it won't be logical to get pregnant and have your energy going to the development of a fetus because your life is in danger, which is the priority. The same thing goes with the urinary system and the immune system. The immune system is a good one there. Let's pretend that you are actually, people that have lots of stress very often and they tell me, oh, I'm never sick. Yeah, because if you're always stressed, there is no energy going to your immune system. So for me, I'm totally fine with people who get sick. I mean, when the immune system engage, when there is inflammation, when there is fever, that's the body doing its best in order to burn a virus or to help yourself. This is good. So I work with a lot of people with chronic disease, and that is one of the first thing I work with, is giving them tricks so that they can pass as much time as possible into the parasympathetic nervous system, because this is where the immune system does receive energy from the body, allowing healing. So we say, people who pray, people who are in love often, they get more healthy, and meditation help with your health. Yes, but the reason is that when you're doing those activity, your immune system get energy. What's interesting, and the point I want to make here, is that your physiology is continually synchronized with your state of mind, not with your life situation. For example, pretend that right now, as you're listening to me here, pretend that I'm in front of you and I have a lemon, and I'm cutting that lemon into, and another piece that I'm cutting, small piece, and I'm taking that lemon and I'm putting few drop in your mouth. What's happened? Chances are you started salivating, but consciously you know you have no lemon in your mouth. So, but still your physiology produce the salivation in order to receive that lemon. So it's amazing. It's amazing that your physiology is mainly responding to your state of mind. Think about, let's pretend you have a big trauma in your life, something going on. Some people will say, oh, not a big deal. It will be over soon enough. That's okay. They don't even produce more cortisol here. Another person will have the exact same life trauma situation, but their response will be, oh my God, what shall I do? What will happen? It's terrible. And those people will have a shift in their hormone where the body will produce more cortisol, which is a stress hormone, or more adrenaline to help them get out of a dangerous situation. But both person got to have the same actual situation. Their perception was totally different, so their physical body respond in a totally different way. Try that as you're sitting in your chair right now. Just think about a difficult situation that you're dealing with, something interpersonal, something related to work, finance, or anything. Just think about it. Really go into it. And now observe your body. Scan your body. Observe your breathing. Is your breathing slow, short, deeper, shallow? Look at your muscle. Tense? Keep thinking about what's going on in your life. Engage into it. And observe, scan your body, and observe what's going on your physiology. Now, you're still sitting on the same chair. Just now think about the best vacation ever. So remember the best vacation you had in your past and go to it like you're there now. And take your time. And now observe what's going on with your physiology. Observe your breathing. My guess is that your breathing is slower, deeper. And right now, if you are in that state, you are in the parasympathetic. And you see, you're still sitting on the same chair, doing the exact same thing, listening to the same recording, but you went from the sympathetic to the parasympathetic. So again, it has nothing to do with your life situation, but everything to do with the way you perceive what's going on in your life. By the way, if you want to go into the parasympathetic mode, there is different tool, but one tool is simply you being conscious of your breathing. If you can slow down your breathing, if you can slow down what you are presently doing, your subconscious will realize that you're safe and you will get out of the sympathetic mode. So if you feel that you're really tense and you realize that, you're aware of it, one trick is to slow down. Slow down your breathing, slow down what you're doing, slow down your thinking process. And that will bring you into a sympathetic mode, and the energy is going to go into your digestive system, your reproductive system, urinary system, immune system. And that's, some, I know people are doing less and less, but when people were blessing their food before eating, that was a really good trick to slow down. For example, today we eat our meal in a state of fight or flight very often. We go fast, and the energy doesn't go to our digestive system. If the digestive system is not getting energy and working properly, that means a lot of the food we ingested are not broken down properly, which means that we don't get all the nutrient from it. And then we get depleted and we get tired because we don't have the nutrient, even though we did eat a good food, because the food had not been digested properly. A lot of women problem with the reproductive system is due to the same thing again. So that's what I wanted to share, because the fight or flight, this is where your body produces cortisol, adrenaline. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention using one of those slides here is that when you are in a state of fight or flight, your adrenal gland produce cortisol and adrenaline, which are two stress hormones. We now know that when you have cortisol floating in your body, the energy doesn't go to your immune system, right? So let's pretend that you're having a big allergic reaction, okay? You will take an Epipen, which is epinephrine, which is adrenaline. Why? It's because the adrenaline bring you away from your immune system. When you have an allergic reaction, it's your immune system helping you to deal with an invader, which is the allergen. That's what's going on when you have an allergy. By giving you an Epipen, epinephrine, it's bring adrenaline in your system, and then your system is in the sympathetic mode. And there is no energy going to your immune system anymore. So the inflammation goes down and your allergic response go down. So that's what the EpiPen is about. And it's life-saving. It's really good because sometimes the immune system can really go too strong to the point that it's endanger your safety. And that's why you use cortisol when you, like prednisone and cortisone, where all these steroid drugs that act as an anti-inflammatory. Because inflammation is again a response of your body that produces inflammation in order to bring new blood in an area of your body to repair. It's perfect. You need inflammation. If the inflammation is going on and on, the medical doctor will give steroid drug to suppress what we call an anti-inflammatory. Personally, I ask you to think about it, because the medical system, and I know because I had been trained as a nurse in the intensive care, we are trained to see the body as faulty. Oh, my body is producing inflammation. Bad body. No, the body is way smarter than any medical doctor out there. The body is amazing. The body had been engineered in a way that, we are always learning about the body, how the body works. And it's impressive. It's amazing. So when the body produces inflammation, there is a reason for it. Maybe it's because there is a virus somewhere, maybe because there is lots of damage going on and on and on, and the body has to produce inflammation in order to continually repair. If that's the case, and it's often the case, when you give steroid drug to suppress the action of the body, then the body ends up in a situation where it's not able to work, it's not able to repair, it's not able to bring fresh blood in an area that is damaged. So when there is inflammation, instead of suppressing the inflammation using an anti-inflammatory or cortisone or prednisone, take a moment and think, why is my body, being so wise, is producing inflammation right now? And take care of the cause. That's certainly the way I work with clients in my practice.
I hope that you did like this short video, and if you did like it, just press like or subscribe to my channel. There is also a lot of information that I share on my Facebook page, and I continue to put new information as well on my website allergygone.ca, and those little videos are all posted on my website if you want to look at more short video like that. So thank you, have a great day.